Welcome in, replay viewers. Hello, YouTube, all my friends and family. Welcome in to the Duty Ron chat. What a Super Bowl. Oh, man, what a Super Bowl. One of the most interesting ones that I've seen in a long time. A little bit boring. A little bit boring. But I'm going to wait for some people to come on in on the live stream. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hi, Black Rose. How are you? Good evening. Hope everyone's doing good. And I'm hoping that the lighting is kind of weird in here because the wall is orange behind me, so it's kind of a weird background. Hi, Fred. Hello, Crystal. Good to see you guys. Hey, how are you? Hey, Dylan. Good to see you. Looks good. Okay, cool, cool. Thank you for that. That orange wall sometimes messes things up. Hi, Sass Marie. How are you? Good to see you. So, how's everybody doing? It is Sunday night. Super Bowl 53 is in the books, and New England Patriots do it again. Yeah, they did it again, Fred. Six Super Bowl championships for Tom Brady. Unbelievable. There was a Super Bowl today. There was a Super Bowl. Um, Definitely was a Super Bowl. Um, I did break down and watch it. I did break down and watch it. I watched the big game. What I was impressed with too is no kneeling during the national anthem, a flyover, and our military was there. So, hi, Red Lotus. How are you? Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for piling in, people. Um, yeah, so no kneeling and no nonsense. So, hello, Alfro. Good morning from Saudi Arabia. Salam to my Muslim brothers and sisters coming on into the broadcast. So great to see you. Um, so, at the end of the day, guys, I feel that it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. Hi, how are you? Good to see you, Linda. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. So it was interesting to say the least. A very low scoring game. It was kind of boring up until the fourth quarter. And then things started to take off in the fourth quarter. So that's when it got a little interesting. Um, so I was really, I was surprised at how slow paced the game was, you know. Hi, Stella Bella. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for putting up the link in the chat, Black Rose. Appreciate that. Um, Let me see. What did I want to do here? I want to share. I want to share this. That's what I wanted to do. So, any of you guys here were any of you guys were in my live today when I was at Hall's Duck Pond and got the opportunity to see the police interaction that I had. So that's really what I wanted to speak about here. The police interaction that I had was was something that any civilians could come into contact with. These police didn't know that I was a cop, a retired detective, and you know, had I not given them full cooperation and knew exactly what to do, that could have went really bad for me. So, did you stop making trouble in the park? Yeah, I stopped. I stopped making trouble in the park. So let me just post this on Twitter real quick, guys. If you can share it out onto your social media, that would be great. Hello, Pitbull. Good to see you. Pitbull Beer Master is in the house. Everybody follow Pitbull Beer Master on YouTube. He does reviews of all different types of beer, and he is well versed in Beerland. Definitely in Beerland. He's got some good stuff. So check out his channel, guys. Hi, Mark. How are you? How are you feeling? Hope you're feeling good. All right. So let me get right to it. Um, so what I'm trying to say is, if you have that type of police interaction, it's important that immediately you identify yourself. Eye surgery was a success. I know you mentioned that to me the other day. That's why I asked you how you were feeling. I hope you're feeling better. Hope everything is going as good as to be expected. So let me get right down to let me get down to what I want to say before I forget. Um, this is really important because um, you know. Hold on a second, 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, I'm sorry that I keep getting sidetracked here. Okay, all right. So what I'm trying to say is that cooperation and non-resistance is a major situation here with this. Okay, I immediately identified myself. I didn't make any quick hand movements. I didn't give them a hard time. Um, yeah, I'm doing fine. How are you? How are you? So basically, this is the scenario. What happened? So I'm an armed citizen. Technically, I'm an armed citizen, right? So I'm in the middle of this story. So just let me finish the thought, so I don't get off track. So I'm an armed citizen. I'm a retired detective. Everybody knows that, but the public doesn't know that. So in that park, there was a lot of people. It was a nice day. There was families with kids, and I was leaning on that footbridge over doing a broadcast, and there was a lot of traffic. People were coming by, and a guy bumped into me. He simply bumped into the side of me where my gun was, and he bumped right into the where my weapon was and felt it. Probably felt a hard object, and then was looking in that area and probably saw an outline of a gun, and he called 911 maybe when he left the park. So he called 911 and reported a man with a gun inside the park. So now that's a heavy job for any police officer to respond to. It's stressful, it's dangerous, and these Nassau County the cops were not really treating it like it was dangerous. They came up onto me pretty casually, but a little bit aggressive, a little quick. Like they came walking up on me fast, and that's why I said, hey, what's going on? Like, if you review that broadcast and you hear what I say, the reason I say to them, like, kind of words like, hey, what's up? And then they tell me. And I immediately stopped them and told them right away my credentials, what I did for a living, and told them, here's my ID. I just reached into my left front pocket with my hand really fast. They didn't even know I did it. I had my ID out for them, and I gave it to them. The guy looked at it and opened it up and said, "Okay, retired detective. Sorry about that. Have a good day." And that was it. And I joked with them when they were leaving. I said, "I got to buy a new belt to make my pants tighter, to keep my pants up." So it was just, I was just joking with them. Thank you, Sass Marie. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Uh, so, Mary, the situation was very simple and very easy because I knew what to do. If you were armed citizen and weren't a police officer, um, if you weren't armed, if you were an armed citizen and not a retired police officer, you may not have known exactly what to do in that situation. And the first thing to do is to comply whatever what they ask you to do. And obviously, don't go or reach for the gun. I went nowhere near that gun. My hands were kind of out at my side. I know that I want to create a safe encounter with these guys. If I took on some kind of stance of standing off ish to them, I was really friendly, really professional, and gave them what they wanted. And then when the sergeant came up, I was like a little bit less than professional. I actually was laughing kind of at it. I thought it was silly, um, because I was like, don't you communicate with your guys? I mean, the guys came already, ID'd me, and then left. But he just wanted to make sure. He was just double checking. Maybe another call came in. I don't know. So, what I'm trying to say is that if that was to happen to somebody, and you didn't, and you gave them the attitude of like, I don't have to tell you who I am. why do you want to know who I am? If I went that sovereign citizen route, or said to them, I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you who I am. That situation would have turned into me being detained. They might have even drew their firearms onto me and told me to put my hands up and put my hands behind my back. They might have put me in handcuffs. But there are some people out there that would go that route, or some people that are on YouTube and that are on social media that talk about, I don't have to give my name or anything to a police officer. And that's that very situation right there. If I would have said to them, screw you, I don't have to tell you who I am. I'm in a public place. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not bothering anybody. You got a report for someone with a gun here. Um, uh, you know, I don't have to, I could have gone that route. But I wouldn't do that. And I don't recommend anybody doing that. If I had done that, I would have had a big problem. I would have had a problem. I wouldn't have went to jail. I wouldn't have been locked up, but I definitely would have been inconvenienced. They would have had to have ID'd me because A, I did have a gun on me, and B, I'm in, I'm in Nassau County, which is a heavily policed county, and they really, they enforce the law to the letter here. So they say it's not a gun, it's a tool. Whatever, you know. My point is exactly, Matt. My point is that I gave them whatever they needed, and I was done in literally 30 seconds. I was done in 30 seconds. So, um, you know, uh, comply with what they want, especially if you have nothing to hide. Give them the ID, let them run your name if they have to, and then you're done. You're done, over and done with. So I just wanted to get that message out there to any people who are lurking, or that, I know a lot of different people watch me for different reasons, but I wanted to send a clear message to the people that watch, that if you want to go watch a video that gives a prime example of how to interact with the police in a safe manner, go watch my very last video before this. Um, Go watch it and go to the 31 minute and 50-second mark. Thank you, Mary. Go to the 31 minute and 50-second mark, and then watch the rest of it to the end, and you'll see both the police interactions that I had. I actually put them on camera, which uh, I probably shouldn't have did that, but I did it just because. I don't know. It was just a reaction. I didn't do it intentionally. I just did it. But I was not scared. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't worried. It was standard operating procedure for me. I carry a gun all the time. I carry it legally, and I always have my credentials. I just pulled my wallet out, handed it to them, and in 30 seconds, I was completely done with it. Exactly, Ela Rose. Um, Yeah, so Detroit is not an easy place to be a cop. I was 20 years plus in the New York City Police Department, and I know what to do when I have a police interaction, whether it's I'm being stopped for a motor vehicle or traffic offense, or just any type of encounter. So I went over to the sergeant who stayed parked outside the park where I was. I had to walk out to the parking lot, and he was still there. I went over to his car and had a 20-minute conversation with him about safety. I got to tell you, I went and I told him and I critiqued what the responding officers did and how they came up to me, and I thought that they were less than tactically sound when they came up to me. And I'm not saying it to dog those cops, because I'm not in that business to dog them, but I wanted to get a message to them that what they did was not safe. They came up to me with their hands at their side. They weren't even ready for, if I did in fact have a gun and was a bad guy and wanted to hurt them, I could have. I could have. So I said to the sergeant, "Hi, Suzanne. Good to see you. I said to the sergeant, I said, you know, what these guys did was a danger to themselves. They put their lives in danger by using bad tactics. Exactly, Linda. They came up on me with the car, and I heard the car, and I heard the radios. Um, I'm just going on my experience. When I worked on patrol and there was a job like that with a man with a gun, now granted, I worked in a high crime, low income, drug sales all over the place. This area where he came, these two cops came, was a nice area. There's not a lot of crime, there's not a lot of action, there's not a lot of stuff like that. But you can never let your guard down and you can't become complacent. You have to treat, even if you're in Park Avenue in the nicest, richest neighborhood, these same type of vicious attacks on police can happen. So, let me scroll back. Just want to apologize about being disrespectful on your channel. Thank you, Jay. We don't have to speak about it again. I think my message was loud and clear, and no harm, no foul. Just as long as it doesn't happen again, you're good. You're welcome to hang out, and I appreciate your kind words towards law enforcement and towards my channel as well. So, so I had a 20-minute conversation one-on-one with that sergeant. I was basically leaning in the passenger side of his car, and I talked about my police career and what I did. And I said, listen, as a union delegate, I was a delegate for many years with the police union. I said, I want you to speak to those guys and tell them when you're going on this kind of heavy job with a guy with a gun, they didn't know I was a retired guy until I ID'd myself. So what if I was a bad guy and I had 16 rounds plus an extra magazine? So 30, 15 and 50, 30, 31 rounds in on my person. I could have fired 31 rounds at that park. But I was a good guy, but they were too complacent. They didn't approach me in a tactical stance. I would have said, and I would have been fine with if their guns were at their sides and out of their holster. Hey, we got a report from a man with a gun. Let me see your hands. Let me see your ID. Put your hands up or whatever. And then I would have told them, hey, listen, I'm a retired cop. My IDs and but it didn't even come to that. I controlled the situation and I kind of dictated the whole ID process. So I took charge of it, not them. So, Ela, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that respect right back to you. So, it's Matt. It's a matter of being complacent. When officers work in slower areas that don't experience a lot of crime or a lot of action, you become kind of mechanical about what you do. Now you're taught all these tactics in the academy, but if you're out on the street for 10 years or more and you're working in a slow area, you let your guard down, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if they had their guns even out of their holster. I might not have liked if they were drew down on me, but they would have been well within their right to draw down on me. They could have pointed their weapons at me or, in my direction and told me, let me see your hands because it's a gun. It's a gun run. It's a gun call. So, I can critique it better than anybody because I was in their position and I worked high risk patrol for a decade and I know what fucking danger is about. I know what these heavy calls are. I've come up on jobs like that with a man with a gun and then is there and sees us and runs away, just up and bolts because he's got a gun on him. I mean, that's a pretty scary situation right there. Yeah, you got to train. You got to keep training. Hi, Sue. How are you? Good to see you, Sue. So, I, I totally, tactically wise, was surprised about how they approached me. But, I didn't hear the call come over their radio. But I definitely would have approached that call. Me personally, I would approach that call a much different way. But if I could have saved their lives in the future by talking to the sergeant about it, I feel good about it. I think that it's good. I think it's good. Sue, welcome into the broadcast. Thanks for joining. Great to see you, Sue. So anybody that has law enforcement in their family, whether it's their boyfriends, their husbands, their fathers, their uncles, whatever the case may be, um, I I look at um, police officers, no matter what state or whatever line of service, whether it's federal, state, local. I say to myself, um, I want them to be safe. I want them to be safe. I don't want to see police officers get hurt, killed, or injured in any way. So I felt that they tactically were not sound with me because they didn't know who the fuck I was until they came right up on me, and they were legit right up on me. Thank you for the super chat, Justin. Let me go back. Hey, Ron, did you happen to see them come and see them like they were pretty quiet until they got close to your proximity? I'll tell you what happened. I heard the car come up. I heard a car, but then I heard the door and the radio, the police radio in Nassau County, like it kind of like goes through their car speaker. So I heard the radio squawking and the car come. No cars ever drive up into that park. So I heard the car and I saw it in my peripheral vision. I saw the white patrol car, but I wasn't shocked by it. But then when I turned to them and they were walking at me fast, that's when you hear me say, "Whoa, whoa, what's up, guys? Wait, what's going on?" Like I thought, something I missed something. I thought maybe there was houses right beyond me. There was houses behind me. I thought maybe they would go into the house behind me. I don't know. Are people like giving $4.99 plus 99 in actual money? Yes, yes. Chrissy, that's the super chat. That's actual money. So I was very calm about it, but I didn't think that they were coming for me. But when they were coming at me fast, they were closing in on me quickly, like not running, but walking fast. That's when I detected that, hey, whoa, what's going on, guys? What's up? I'm a retired. Let me play the video so we can hear the audio part of it while we're on here. Let me do that. I'll play it real quick. I know all you guys. I know all you guys heard it, but let me play it for you. I'll get right to it. All right, here we go. Yeah, this pond is kind of dirty because it's the winter time. You're welcome, Winky. You're welcome. Yes, please hit the like and subscribe button. Definitely hit the notifications so this way when YouTube notifications come out. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. You could see them driving up. When I pan over here, you could see them driving up. Look at the beautiful sun coming through the trees here, guys. Hey, guys. Here, what's up? Nothing. I'm a retired guy. Retired. Yeah. All right, so it was very nonchalant. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, I should have said something to me. I would have showed him. Okay, so he said, "Are you carrying?" That's what he asked me. Are you carrying? But if I didn't tell him I was a retired guy, who knows where that would have went? So I nipped it in the bud. But they came walking at me really fast. So he was saying that somebody saw me with the gun, but that wasn't the case. The guy bumped into me. He bumped into me and hit right into the side of my waist, and he felt the metal. He felt the metal. Why did they approach you, Ron? I just got here because while I was in the park today doing my nature broadcast, they a father that was with his wife and his kids was coming by me with a stroller, and he bumped into the side of me right where I had my gun, right here on my side. So I keep my gun on my side, so it was like right here, and he bumped into me. I knew to tell him right away, John, because the first thing that you want to do as a, off duty, retired, whatever, is the officers in uniform are always in charge, but you want to tell them right away. And that's training from the academy. You identify right away. I'm a police officer. I'm a police officer. So you don't get shot. So you don't get shot, That's part of the training, That's part of the training. So I knew like it was, that was second nature for me. But they came up so nonchalant. They came up so nonchalant, but quick. But it wasn't like there was any urgency to, there was no urgency to what they were doing. Um, I don't like shoulder holsters because I like to have it right here, right at the side. So yeah, in West Hempstead, in that area, it's predominantly very working class. There's Orthodox Jew, a big Orthodox Jewish community there, and there's really very little crime. So gun calls like that, that's probably that's probably the first gun call that they've ever gotten in that park. I guarantee that. Guarantee. I would bet my pension that they've never gotten a gun run in that park. Never. I would almost bet my pension that they never got a gun run in that park. Um, they should have honored me with a pat down. Once you ID yourself, all bets are off. There's no need for a pat down. But if I didn't say to them, if I would have just said, "Hey, can I help you?" and went that route and just played Joe Q citizen, I definitely would have gotten patted down. There's no question about that. But he even said to me after I said who I was, thank you, Sheila. He even said to me after I said who I was, "Are you carrying?" Really, guy? Am I carrying? You just got a call for a guy with a gun, probably fitting my description. Yeah, I'm carrying. Of course I am. I don't know. Listen, I don't like to. I'm not bad mouthing the guys. I'm not saying what they did was wrong, but I'm just saying the tactics that they used was less than safe. Um, could they went about it a different way? 100%. I'm talking about this because I'm concerned for their safety. Thank you, Starlight. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Guys, if you haven't invited on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, please invite on those social media platforms. I greatly appreciate you sharing out. Hello, Catherine. Good to see you. Great to see you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. Um, I know a few. I know more than a few. My brother, for one, doesn't carry his gun wherever he goes for whatever stupid reason. My brother doesn't carry his gun. He always relies on me to have the gun when we're hanging out and we go out together as a family, or when we go out with my mom and we take her out to lunch. He never has his gun. My brother never has it, and I know quite a few others that don't, which is crazy. In my book, if you can have it, why not? It's for your own safety. So my brother doesn't carry. He doesn't like to. I don't know why. I don't know why. Two is always better than one, of course. But again, it might be the complacentness of being a lieutenant and working inside and working in an office that might have made him complacent. So I'm so tired. I'll tell you that sooner, sir. That I'll. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Catherine. It's okay. I appreciate you coming in. How do officers feel about feds? Just curious. We're okay with the feds. I mean, I had a great relationship with ATF, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the U.S. Marshals, the Secret Service. I had a great relationship with the feds. We lock arms with all lines of law enforcement. At least I'm speaking for the NYPD. I don't know about other jurisdictions on how they feel, but we dealt with the feds on a regular basis when any foreign dignitary came into the city. United Nations General Assembly comes in every August. We dealt with them all the time. So we have a very good relationship with all branches of the federal law enforcement. So NYPD is, there you go, better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6, 1,000%. NYPD has a great relationship with the feds on all levels. You know, don't forget, the World Trade Center had all federal officers from different lines in the World Trade Center. So, and we deal with the Joint Terrorist Task Force and all the stuff. Can you go on patrol as, hold on a second. Can you go on patrol as a lieutenant if you wanted to? Yes, there's a lieutenant on patrol in every platoon. 4 to 12, day tours, and midnights all have a platoon commander that goes on patrol. NYPD, number one force in the nation. Absolutely, John. Thank you. Greatest detectives in the world, the best police department in the world. Let me go back. Marshals caught a guy in Conroe, wanted for murder, escape, transport. Excellent. Zelda, thank you for coming in. Starlight, I already repeated that. If you work undercover, you might run into someone you arrest. Always carry two. Yes, my father doesn't carry anymore either. Yeah, see, those are mistakes. Those are tactical mistakes. What's the NYPD relationship with the state police? Wonderful. We get along with all branches because don't forget, Trevor, we have to work hand in hand with all of these agencies. They have to work with us. We assist the state all the time on searches with our helicopters and all of our resources, and the state backfills for us. When the World Trade Center happened, the state was there. New York State troopers, the governor ordered them all down to lower Manhattan. So we dealt with the state troopers and we continue to deal with them on a regular basis. We help the Pennsylvania State Police, the New Jersey State Police, all tri-state, the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. So we are all of the surrounding states. We even go as far as, going when there's the hurricanes and all the different tragedies that happen. We send caravans down to North Carolina, Texas. We've been all over. We went to Puerto Rico when Puerto Rico had the hurricane and power outages. The NYPD went to Puerto Rico. So thank you, Black Rose. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. So again, guys, this is not in any way bashing the Nassau County Police. I just am saying that those guys could have tactically approached me in a more safe fashion. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not a tactical guru, but I did work high risk patrol for a long time, and I know how to keep yourself safe. Thank you, Ella, for the super chat. Thank you for the super love. Appreciate that. That was a bad heart. There's a better one. Thank you, Ella. Thank you for the super chat. Anybody that sends super chat, I greatly appreciate it. Um, uh, the first 10 people who sent super chat, I thank them by having them send me their address, and I sent them a commemorative PBA card. It's a DEA, it's a line organization card. So anybody that sends super chat in the first week here, send me your address, and as long as you're within the United States, and I could put a stamp on an envelope, I'll send out a commemorative card to you. So anybody who sent super chat, send me an email, send me your address, a screenshot of the super chat, and I'll send you one of the cards, commemorative PBA cards. So thank you so much for that. It's just my way of saying thanks. I'm only 2 days up with the monetization on YouTube, so I greatly appreciate that. Cup of Joe, thanks for hitting it up on. There's some coffee. You want me to send you coffee, or are you sending me coffee? Hold on, let me look at that. Some coffee money on you. Thank you, Cup of Joe. Thank you for that. that will buy me a large cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. No problem. Hello, Nutter Bag. Good to see you, Nutter Bags. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So everybody who has hit me up with a super chat, I thank you for that, and I will be sending out commemorative PBA cards to you guys as my way of saying thanks. And I'm just doing it for a couple of days. I'm not going to do it, for all of the time. I see you more on here than Periscope. Yes, and you also, if you're paying attention that closely, you could see that I could go live here on YouTube for well over an hour with not one troll comment or one person to be blocked. And then you could watch me if you're paying attention on Periscope and see all the bullshit that you have to deal with blocking and bots and bad comments and all of that shit. So this is a far better platform, and that's why you see me here more on YouTube than on Periscope, because it's a far better platform. I talk about it all the time on Periscope. I tell people that you're not safe when you're talking on Periscope. You're not safe. The application does not back you up. And over here, if you get some bad comments, which happen once in a blue moon, you report them and they remove them. Yes, we have awesome mods in here as well, but they really don't have much work to do. There's not much work to do for them. I am from Delaware. Thank you, Dylan, for the super chat. Back in the blue, Round Rock is now in the house. There you go, Round Rock. Thank you. I'm from Delaware. Have you had any interaction with Delaware State Police? None on a professional level, but I've been pulled over by Delaware State Police. I'm not in the problem. I'm not the problem child. I promise. Do not. There you go. It's awesome. That's all good, Jay. It's all good. Missing pieces. Hey, how are you, Bobby Joe? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. There's really not much work for the mods to do here. Trevor, you can attest to exactly what I'm saying. Um, I was starting to say I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. You can attest to what I'm saying. People who are from Periscope that come on to YouTube, they know the truth that I'm speaking, because it is a jagaloon filled. I did a broadcast on Periscope today. I think I had to block eight people in 20 minutes. I was live last night for 2 hours, almost 2 hours, not one block. So somebody asked me what the PBA cards are. Those are PBA cards. They're Police Benevolent Association cards. They're 2019 commemorative cards from the PBA. What time until you're on tonight? Probably another half hour or so. Probably about another half hour, Amanda. So those are just collector cards. If you're outside of New York State, any police agency that you get interaction with, if you show it to them and say, this is my friend, they most of the time respect the card. Hold on. Catherine, good night from New York. Good night from New York City to, I think you're in Australia, I believe. You're outside of the country, I know that. I am here for a decade. Still have fun. Now I make Mr. I'm off to bed. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Much respect, and thank you for your support. That's bad, really disruptive. Wait a minute. Sheila said, that's bad, really disruptive. I don't know what that means. What time are you on till? I'm proud of you. I don't see anything that's bad or disruptive. Maybe she was referring to what I was saying. No, Ron, don't go. Starting early. Netherlands. Okay. Yes, the Netherlands. So he's where Louise Poppy is. I watched the replay earlier. The only thing that I would have done and made it better is if NASA guys would have said to you, you police. There you go, Bobby Joe. Netherlands. Louise Poppy is from, isn't she from the Netherlands? I think she is. Netherlands. Yeah, Periscope. Exactly, Sheila. Exactly. Periscope is just troll. It's a troll haven. It's like a hotbed for trolls. It's like a breeding ground for feces. It's like a feces filled breeding ground. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a breeding ground for fecal matter. Been watching you, but wanted to say hello. Been watching, but wanted to say hello. Hi, Gayla. Hi, Gayla. How are you? I love the picture of you and hubby on Instagram. Wonderful picture of the two of you. But sometimes roses grow out of that. Not on Periscope. Not on Periscope. in the fields, if you spread fecal matter, it's good fertilizer, but not on Periscope. Jagaloons thrive on feces. If you're a woman and you showed just a little bit of cleavage, they're always wanting to see your boobs. Wait a minute. Kim says, and if you're a woman, you showed just a little bit of cleavage, all they want to see is your boobs. I guess. Hi, Grant. Hi, K. Grant. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Let me tell Joey that I'm on YouTube. Where is he? Let me go get a copy of the card. Hold on a second. I was just sent Joey a message. Let me go get a copy of the PBA card so you guys can see it. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. All right, so let me clip the mic back on. Oh, everybody stayed. Hi. What's everybody laughing about? What's everybody laughing at? I'm gonna find out what you guys are laughing at. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me see what I'm laughing about. And if you're a woman, oh, there was nothing to laugh about. Joey's here. Hello, Popeye and Oscar. Cup of Joe. Wait, no, that was Cup of Joe. Thank you for the. Is Frankie out? Yes, Frankie is out. Thank you. Michelle, you know my whole situation. Is Frankie out? Yes, I'm in his room. Feels like I see your pretty face everywhere. There you go, Ella. All right. So here's the 2018 card. I couldn't find the 2019 card. So that's what they look like, guys. Is it focusing or no? There you go. There's the focus. So that's what I'll send to each of you guys for the super chat, just as my way of saying thanks, just a one-time thing. And then this is the one my brother gives me every year. It says brother on it. Don't forget he just retired, so he was active in 2018. So that's the lieutenant's card. But you got to send me your address. You got to send me an email with your address, with your name and address. So that's my way of saying thanks to all you guys. I'll send my private business card with that so you have it. It's like a collector's item if you're outside of New York. If you're out of the state, it probably won't be really anything that, you could just collect it as a collector's item. Just hold on to it and, as like a gift from Duty Ron, Yeah, I did. I got it. I'm going to mail it out tomorrow, Joe. Joe, I'm going to send you two, one for you and one for your mom. I'm going to send you two, one for you and mom, because I don't want her to feel left out. Wait, can I get one of those? Did you send super chat, Ella? If you sent me a super chat, I'm sending it out to everybody that did. So I don't have enough to just send them out arbitrarily to people. I don't have enough of them to send them out just to everybody, because then if I send to one, I got to send to everybody. So I'm hoping and praying that not everybody sends me super chat, because then I'll be in big trouble. So I'll be in big trouble if everybody sends me a super chat. I'll be up Shit's Creek without a paddle. Don't send my address here. Send it to me at my email address, dutyron@aol.com. And make sure you send me a screenshot of the super chat. I got a few. I know, Matt, you got a few. I have a few waiting for you. Next, next time when we get together. Hopefully we'll get together. Hello, mine is Heo the Fake. There you go. You're so crazy. So crazy. Can be the first so many to get them. There you go, Trev. Okay, that's better. Okay, there we go. Just trying to get that bright light off of my head. But it doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't seem to be working too well. What else do we got? What else we got going on here, guys? Anybody else live? Ella, thank you for the super chat. I'll send you another just in case. Thank you for the super chat. Make sure you send me an email. Make sure you send me an email with the screenshot. Anyways, so here we are on Duty Ron. Just wanted to go over. Yay, Ella! Ella's in the business. Just guys, everyone send me an email at Duty Ron. I'm gonna get my merchandise store up and running. Hopefully by the end of this week. I don't have my hat on. It's in the other room. I can't wear it every time because I don't want to wear out the look. I want to let you guys get different looks at me all the time. I want to give different looks. I don't want to always give the same look. So if I had the hat on, then that would just kill it because I don't want to wear out the, I want to keep it fresh. I want to keep it fresh, guys. Where's Winky? Is anybody else live right now? Is Oni or anybody live? Because if that's the case, that's why I only have a small amount of people in here. If Oni or Lish or one of those guys are live, then I'm screwed. But I only had a small window to go live because I'm going to be going to sleep. I can't stay up late. I got to get some sleep because I got to work tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I'm going to be in my car and I'll do a broadcast in the vehicle. A little bit of chit chat with retired NYPD. We'll do a Q&A. Chaz and Oni are live. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh well, then that's what makes it. Right now you have the Kojak look. There you go. Let me share onto. Hold on a second. I might lose you guys. This is what happened when I was out at the thing. Let me share. Hold on. I don't know how to shoot things. I don't have a license. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. No shooting. Don't shoot anything. Just send me an email. Just send me an email with your address, and I'll mail you. I'll mail you the commemorative PBA card. Just send me an email to Duty Ron. It's in my bio in case anybody's looking. So when I go share with the device that I'm live with, that's what happens. You guys, it pauses me for a second. I get pause. Was it a spouse or someone random, Matt? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's happening. So Chaz and Oni are live. That explains the small number of people in the chat. Just by a show of hands, who's new here? Let me know if you're new watching the chat. Let me know what city and state or country you're watching from, and I'll give you a shout out. Anybody that's new, let me know, and I'll give you a shout out. And let's introduce you to the crew here. So anybody, if you're watching from somewhere where we've never spoken or you never told me, let me know, and I'll put it up in the chat. Dylan's in his basement in the USA. Sorry, my jokes are dry. It's okay. Jokes are jokes. Jokes are good. They think's the ex-boyfriend. Anyways. Okay, nobody new. I guess there's nobody new here. Oni was live. Hold on. Oni was live. It's only Chaz now. Oh, okay. So I should be pulling at least a little bit more than this, but maybe people don't know I'm live. I got to figure out this whole YouTube thing on how to invite. It's not the same, obviously, as Periscope. So used to be able to invite everybody from Periscope, but I'm wondering if there's a possible way for me to Las Vegas, Nevada, and happy to be here. Happy to have you, Ella Rose. Happy to have you. I'm trying to think if there's a special way to invite through YouTube subscribers. So if you have 10,000 YouTube subscribers, there's got to be a way that you can re-invite, or does it just happen automatically once you go live? One notice gets sent out and then that's it. There's a way to be friends. There's a way to make friends on YouTube now. Bet you can do it. Bet you can do it that way. I don't know. I don't know. Tell everyone to put their notification bells on. But what happens if they send the invite out once I go live, right, Justin? So they send the invite out, and say if I'm live for 2 hours, there's got to be a way during the course of that 2 hours to send another invite. You know what I'm saying? And what if, see, on Periscope, other people can invite their followers. So, like, say if someone came in here that has a tremendous account, there's not a way for, say, if Oni came in here to invite all of his followers. You know what I'm saying? Like on Periscope, if somebody came into my live stream who had a big following, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. So yes, they can do that in the community tab. Really, thank you, Amanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I got some kind of notification stating the same thing. Duty Ron at AOL. Yes, Black Rose. I'll go and find it real quick. Thank you, Bobby Joe. So start another live. But then that kills the whole concept. What I'm saying is you're doing a live broadcast, somewhere in the middle point, they should allow you the opportunity to re-invite. Or if somebody big or has a large following or subscriber base, they should be able to invite their people if it's a good stream and they want to turn them on to somebody that's good. You know what I'm saying? No, they have to ring the bell. Fucking chat goes away so fast. No, they had to ring the bell and you can make a notice. Yeah, I know. I do that. I'm starting to do that, but I'm talking about while you're live, if there's a way, or there's a way for anybody else. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, KO Live. I appreciate all the bless yous. Guys, look at how good this thing healed on my shoulder. It's almost gone. This is skin cancer here on my shoulder. It's almost gone. The nose, not so much, but the shoulder is really clearing up nice. Wow, I just realized something. Yeah, you see that, Linda? See how good it's healing up nice. It's a very little roughness to it right now. So this, not so much as good as this. But they used a different method to take the skin cancer off here. This was kind of burned off. This was like seared off. This one was like burned like with a laser kind of searing thing. This was sliced off, you know. All right, I wrote Bruce instead. Nice. It's okay, guys. I know this has to be wrong. 21 watching. It says on my side it says 22. So I don't think it's wrong. I think it's right. I mean, maybe because of the Super Bowl and it's Sunday night, a lot of people aren't watching. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just not that popular. Maybe not many people like me. Yeah, you can't invite through YouTube during streams. I'm going to try, but you see, I do all my inviting through my Android, and I can't, if I go and try to invite on Instagram, you guys will get disconnected and everybody will panic. But I always do my inviting through Instagram. So I don't know. The Super Bowl's over. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't really sweat it. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm glad that you guys are all here, you know. You're popular, Ron. It's just late Sunday night. Uh, Whatever, Nan. Nana, I mean, I'm not really talking about anything interesting right now. We just, covered the Super Bowl. We covered the Super Bowl, and we covered my interaction today with Nassau County. But now I'm just sitting here just talking about nothing really. I'm talking about trying to learn how to navigate through this whole YouTube thing. So, what I wanted to tell you is on my Android, it actually tells me how much super chat I got right here. There's a super chat box, and on my iPhone, I don't have that. There's a super chat window right here, and it tells me that I got $29 in super chat during this broadcast. But on my iPhone, it doesn't tell me that. It's just on Android. So it's two different user interfaces for Apple and Android devices. It gives you different stuff. Like I can invite on my Android to Instagram, but on my iPhone, I can't. I'm hearing some bad wrecks across the scanner. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. I made a little bit of an announcement, like if you're going to drink, don't get into a car, take an Uber. It goes obviously for any night, but plane crash in California. Unfortunately, it hit a home. I saw that on the news. I saw that. Terrible, terrible. Please hit the thumbs up and notification bell, says KO Live. Kim Francis, thank you so much for that. Let's get a time check and see how that's going. It's going to pause. It's going to pause for a minute, but I'm going to invite on Instagram. So give me 2 seconds. It's going to pause. All right, I'm back. I think I'm back. At least I think I'm back. Houston, we have a problem. I told you guys that I was going to go and invite, and that's what happens. It just... I should be back. I should be back now. But you see, the numbers all went crazy. Numbers went crazy. Yes, Super Bowl's over. Eating, drinking, everyone continuing to party. I hear you. I hear you. We know, Dylan. We know. I'm back. I'm back. I just shared. I shared, guys. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I never really get a lot of people unless I talk about some major cases. Like when I go and do an update on the Vetrano case, I'm going to do a preview that's going to be like 8 hours before, so it'll notify everybody, and then you can hit a little notification to remind you when I go live. So the day I do that, I'll do a little preview, so that's why you guys can know that, okay, 8 o'clock tonight, Ron's going to be live and doing whatever case. So that's a way for me to get people in here. Have a good workout at the gym. Enjoy it. Hit it hard. Hit it hard. So I definitely won't be live when you come back. That's for sure. Yeah, it's a cool feature. It's a really good feature. I think it's something that's underused, and I'm going to start using. Well, I'm going to go get. I'm tired. Good night, Kim. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you, thank you. Love and respect to you. I will see you very soon. I don't think this Android is going to work out for me because it keeps refocusing on my back wall. And I think the iPhone is a lot better for streaming on YouTube. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How are you? You know whose room this is, right? You know whose room this is. Frankie boy. He's out for the Super Bowl, partying it up. So he's out with his friends for the Super Bowl. So, hey, Jamie, how are you? Jamie saying hi to Zelda. This is the Mets colors. Yes, orange and blue. Blue, orange, blue, orange. So that's what we got going on. iPhones dig the orange. There you go. I'm using an Android. Android's not cooperating with orange. Ryan, Duty Ryan, where can you share this? Can you share this to? They caught the guy, Cedric Marks, that was hiding. Thank God they caught him. That was not a good guy. That was not a good guy. Um, so, Ryan, Duty Ryan, tell me if you could share onto different social medias, or can it just be Twitter where you can share, like from your device? Some devices don't allow you to share onto Instagram or to other social media platforms, but I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works. I gotta educate myself on this whole YouTube thing. So it's not a cold. I'm just congested. I'm congested from allergies. I gotta do my nose spray. I actually gonna do my irrigation before I go to bed with the. It's not a neti pot. It's like a little squeeze bottle, and it just up. I got to do that. I'm due. I'm due to do that before I go to bed. So Oni is going to do a mysterious death tonight or tomorrow. Is that he's doing a mysterious death tonight or tomorrow? I can share the Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, PS4 app. What? Ron, do you have a theory on Kelsey Barrett's case? I do, but I want to save it for when I'm talking on Oni's channel. I don't want to give it up here, so I don't want to give stuff away here. But I definitely do. I do. I do. So is Oni gonna go live tonight? Is he going live tonight? But I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Who is spamming? You're spamming? Excellent. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, well, as soon as he goes live, I'm going to shut down because I don't want to, even if I only have 17 or 20 people here, I don't want to take those people away from his chat. So as soon as he goes live, I'll stop. Ocean is a good saline solution spray. I'll tell you what I use. I'm going to show you what I use because I value your opinion. So I'm gonna get my shit and show you. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. This is what I use. This is the bottle I was telling you. You just spray it, squeeze it, and it goes up. And then it's called Neil Med. And then these are the packets that I use. These are like little packets, and then you put it in distilled water, and then I use this too. And then I have my essential oils that I got from Allison. My lavender essential oils. And I just roll it up. That's what Randy needs. I agree. I agree. All right, I'll be right back. guys. All right, so the essential oil stuff really works good. I just sprayed a little bit of the nasal spray in my nose, and I used the essential oils. One of my Periscope friends, Ask Allison, sent it to me. She sent me that essential oils, so it was nice of her. Yeah, I sprayed a little bit on. I just sprayed a little bit on. It's like a roller. So I just put it on. I could breathe again. 23 people. Oh, we got some extra people in here. Joe is here. Is Joey here? Hey, Joe and Hensdale. No, Cup of Joe. No, let me just go back. Cup of Joe is here. Neti Pot, yes. Excellent for irrigation, yes. That's what I used. I guess Joey67, Joey Brooklyn is sleeping because I sent him 2 messages. Ron, you know that dude from the stand off the other day? Oh, yeah, what about him? Tell me about him. What about him? Yeah, Joey's sleeping probably. What kind of oil was that? Oh, I heard about that too, Sheila. Yeah, that's supposed to be really good. Looks like he's going to get 15 years because he's probably wanted for a bad felony. And then he evaded the police and had a standoff all day, so he's going to get a double whammy. That's a double whammy. Good. Good for him. He deserves it. Guy's a jagaloon. Guy's a jagaloon. So he deserves the book thrown at him. Anyways, guys, so this is the stuff that I get. I get this through the World Trade Center, the NeoMed supplies. So this is what the ENT recommended. This stuff. So does a good job. Sinus rinse. Sodium chloride, sodium bicarbonated. Dissolve 1 pack in 250 milliliters of 8 ounces of distilled water. It's good shit. No, that I think this is a all right. I got this from my ENT. My ear, nose, and throat guy prescribed it for me. So this is prescribed by a doctor. But I think you can get these over the counter. I don't think this is a prescription. You can buy it at Walmart. So yeah, but I got it through the 9/11 World Trade Center health program. So they mail it to me on a mail order. It comes for free. I don't have to pay for it, but it has a prescription attached to it. So maybe, they cover those costs. They cover those over-the-counter costs for 9/11 first responders. So, yeah. So, but I don't have to pay for it. I get it sent to me by the World Trade Center program. So it came in a big box. I have a ton of that shit that comes all the time. So I have enough to last me probably a year. So I'm good to go, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that. It's just one less expense that I have to deal with. So yeah, I have a ton of those packets. So I should use them more often, to be honest with you. I should use it more often. I'm going to definitely do it tonight. Dehumidifier might help too, yes. But I have allergies to dog hair, and I have a dog. I have allergies to dog dander. I got a dog. Dust. The house is very clean. My wife cleans the shit out of this house. So, but I'm sure that there's still dust, that you can't get to. I have pollen allergies. I have seasonal allergies. But the dog dander, cats, I can't, like when I go around the horses or any animals, I'm just, so I live with a dog because I love dogs. I love animals. So what am I going to do? Not not have a dog because I'm allergic? You know? Yeah, I do. I change them a lot. I'm really careful about that. Yeah, I take once a day like Zyrtec prescribed. Um, what is it called? Monoglucolias. I don't know what it's called. I got it at the bottle. I'm not getting up to get that again, but I take a one a day. It's like not a Zyrtec. There's a shampoo for washing your pillows. Toss pillows in the dryer once every 6 months for 20 minutes. That's a good. No, no, it's not. It's not. Take Yuma for the dust, but my house is really not that dusty. There's not a lot of dust here. Trust me, there isn't. Zyrtec. I don't think that's what it is. Yeah, Claritin. That's what it is. Claritin, once a day. Thank you. Uh, Justin and Gayla got it. Claritin. That's what it is. Viagra. There you go. That's just, you take that as needed, Cup of Joe. Viagra is as needed. This is a once a day. You use CBD oil. I never used CBD oil. I never did. Never did. But I heard it's good. But I don't think it would help me with my breathing, you know? I get tested, and out of 100 things I'm allergic to is 89. Yeah, doesn't that suck? I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. So an hour and 13 minutes I've been live. So I think I'm gonna pull the plug in a few minutes. I think I'm gonna pull the plug because um, I don't want to be live when Oni goes live. You know. So hey, my wife sent me. Really? Are you saying your wife sent you? Um, hey, my wife sent me. Michael, why did your wife send you? Oh, she shared. Your wife shared. She shared the broadcast. I was like, what is this all about? Now I get it. That was just a little bit. That was a little tricky for me, for my mind. I am. I promise, Linda. I'm going to get some rest. I promise. I'm going to get some good rest. I'm going to probably sleep until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So get some rest. Get some rest. Who is your wife that sent you? Now I want to know. It's 12:30. Fuck. It's 12:30. I know, but I have bigger fish to fry. But the cats will kill me. You got a job interview tomorrow. Good luck with that. Good luck. Uh, Good night, everybody. Everybody's leaving. I made it sound like I was leaving. I said I was going to hang around for another 10 minutes or so. I'm going to hang around for another 10, and then we're going to get out of here. Bobby Joe, this is Bobby Joe's husband. Good to see you, Mike. Thank you for coming in. You have a good wife there. She's a loyal viewer here on YouTube and Periscope, as you know. So I thank you for allowing her to come and hang out with us. And she's great to have in on all the broadcasts. So you are a lucky guy, and kudos to you, Mike. Thank you so much for coming on in and looking at this ugly mug. This takes a lot of balls to come in here and watch me. So I give you a lot of I give you a lot of credit, man. A lot of credit. I give you a lot of balls for hanging out in here looking at this. This is a lot to take in. Thank you, Bobby Joe and Mike. Anyways, all right, kids. I think I'm gonna pull the plug and get ready for bed. I'm gonna go do my Neomed uh, sinus cleanse and then head on up to sleep. So a lot of love and thank you. Watch my replays, guys. I want to try to boost up the replay numbers. So if you guys can remember, watch my replays. You don't have to watch them all the way through, but just watch the little ad. I think it's like for a minute and change in the beginning, and then watch, however much you can tolerate of my replays. But so this way I get the clicks on there and I get the numbers to come up. So I got to try to figure out a way to put out some content that will get a lot of numbers, because all of my stuff is just getting a couple hundred views, and that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it here. I got to try to come up with some stuff to generate some views for YouTube. Otherwise, it's just whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. Hopefully, as we go along, things will click and it will grow. I was watching your commercials. Thank you, Joe. Thanks, Cup of Joe, for watching my commercials. I saw a good one. It was a Tech Armor one. Do a gun range. I'll do a gun range and they'll shut me down. Good night, Gayla. Thank you for coming in. Love and respect to everyone, all my friends here. Thank you so much for viewing me and being loyal and being good friends. So remember to send me emails with your address. Anybody who sent me the super chat, send me an email address, an email with your address, so I can send you out a 2019 PBA card. So this is what I'll send you. It's really worth nothing, but it is just my way of saying thanks for the super chat. So send me, anybody who has sent in super chat during this broadcast, send me in an email with your address. And all the mods, thank you so much for helping out. Everybody with the wrench, Black Rose, thank you for putting up the links that you always do. I'm happy to be your friend too, Sue. Thank you so much. Guys, be kind to each other and be kind to one another here in the chat and in your real, regular, everyday lives. Do the right thing, and always support your local law enforcement and your military and your nurses and your doctors and all of the first responders, EMTs, paramedics. Always give thanks and praise. They're doing God's work, and we need to give them constant reminders of our appreciation. So good night, everybody. Love and respect, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.